Just before we wrap up the day, let's take a look at Nifty Bank because today is the day of options expiry for that on the monthly basis. So let's see where it's headed. So 48,600 is the level right now. So from the lows of the trading session, it's managed to see a bit of a bounce back, but still there's a 500-point cut there. But in terms of cues that we are watching out for tomorrow, it's going to be an important day for Nifty because of the expiry then. So the monthly expiry happens, and this of course is just ahead of the exit poll that we're expecting come Saturday. Other than that, the Q4 earnings, we're expecting numbers of Apollo Hospitals plus a whole host of other smaller companies might too come out with earnings. In terms of the IPO action, Office Space Solutions is likely to list today. It saw a great amount of subscription. Let's see what kind of listing does it see. In terms of lock-in period, tomorrow IREDA is going to be in focus because the lock-in period ends. Is there any supply pressure ahead of that is also something to watch out for. And remember, there was that news flow regarding India and France having conversation regarding some of the marine fighter jets. That might get announced tomorrow. So HAL and the rest of the defense pack might be in focus on all of that, but defense as it has been a great theme. So for today as well, you had Mazgaon Dock reacting to its earnings, 11% gain coming in. Cochin Shipyard 6% higher. You also have Garden Reach, etc. continue to hold on to gains. In terms of the other stocks which are buzzing around, Campus Activewear 18% higher on account of that solid set of earnings. The stock had been underperforming and not really reporting great set of numbers. This time it did, and clearly getting rewarded by the street. Titagar Wagons was the other one with that 11% gain. Sumitomo Chemicals also managed to go home with a gain of around 9%, and overall this week has been quite strong for Sumitomo Chemicals. EID Parry too, since its earnings, it's been actually chugging along nicely today as well. It sweetened the scene for us with an 8% gain coming in. You also had names like Finolex Industries, Minda Industries, Puravankara seeing good amount of traction and good volume action on Paytm today because that stock was clearly in focus on account of the news flow regarding acquisition with certain partners, even though both Adani as well as 197 Communication did come out with clarification that neither party is in talks for selling stake right now or buying stake respectively, but that stock continued to be higher by around 5%. Inox Wind, Suzlon Wind, they were in focus on account of that note from Nuvama. So they do end in the red, but it's materially off the lowest point of the trading session. In fact, Suzlon gains around 5%. Talking about off-lows and gaining, Aditya Birla Fashion was a classic case for that. The numbers looked optically weak with that loss coming in closer to 270 crores, but the stock is ending with a gap up of around 5%, so 300 rupees on AB Fashion right now. But even though the advanced decline ratio is still skewed towards declines, and that because the mid-cap index continues to underperform, so there's a 0.4% cut coming in there. Small cap index is healthier, but still the advanced decline ratio is something which is skewed on the negative side. On a closing basis, we are managing to hold on to 22,700, but just marginally because during the trading session we did slip below that, and Sensex of course has been below 74,500 for most part of the trading session. The Nifty Bank ends at around 48,568. But that's all the time we had on this edition of Closing Trades. Thanks so much for being with us today.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.